Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Newsbrowse News broadcast. Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney delivered a speech in New York calling for a new partnership with the United States to help make America great again. Carney highlighted that while the world is experiencing a rupture due to the U.S. transforming its commercial relationships, working closely with Canada in sectors like aluminum, automobiles, and critical minerals would benefit both nations. Amid an ongoing trade dispute with the U.S., including exclusion from U.S.-Mexico trade talks on the USMCA overhaul and past threats from President Donald Trump to annex Canada, Carney has committed to doubling Canadian exports to other markets over the next decade. He also announced plans for Canada to buy military planes from Sweden, signaling a shift from reliance on American manufacturers. Despite earlier criticism of American hegemony at the World Economic Forum, Carney adopted a more conciliatory tone in New York, praising the U.S. and asserting that a more independent Canada serves as a better ally, providing essential resources. He also mentioned a basic reset of Canada's relationship with China following a January trip to Beijing, where he urged President Xi Jinping to assume more responsibility for the global monetary system. This report is from NBC News. Bloc Québécois MP Simon-Pierre Savard-Tremblay has announced his departure from the party's caucus to pursue a bid for the Parti Québécois in the upcoming fall provincial election in Quebec. Savard-Tremblay officially left the bloc on Wednesday and is currently listed as an independent on the House of Commons website. A source within the Parti Québécois, who was not authorized to speak publicly, confirmed to the Canadian press that Savard-Tremblay will be running under their banner in the October 5 election. The move was initially reported by Radio Canada. Savard-Tremblay is expected to resign from his position as a member of the House of Commons at the start of the summer break. He has served as an MP since 2019, having been elected 3 times in the riding of St. Hyacinthe, Bagot-Acton, located east of Montreal. This report is from the Canadian Press, YE. Manitoba's budget bill, which includes a provincial sales tax cut on various food items, successfully passed a final vote early Friday morning after several days and nights of intense debate. As reported by the Canadian Press, the NDP government's legislation will eliminate the PST on snacks, soft drinks, and prepared meals at grocery and convenience stores, effective July 1. This measure is projected to save an average family of approximately $100 annually. The opposition Progressive Conservatives, however, criticized the tax cut as insufficient, arguing that most essential groceries are already exempt and that the savings are negligible compared to rising costs like property taxes and fuel. The Conservatives attempted to introduce an income tax cut, but their efforts were outvoted by the NDP majority, who claimed the Tory plan would harm provincial revenue. The bill also enacts other budget commitments, such as increased tax credits for homeowners and renters. Clarivate plc, NI, CLVT, a leading global provider of transformative intelligence, today announced the introduction of IPOne, a new unified platform designed to enhance intellectual property, IP research, and workflows. Reported by Newswire.ca, IPOne combines purpose-built AI agents with trusted proprietary data, including Derwent patent, Darts IP litigation, and CompuMark trademark and industrial design data. The platform is being developed in collaboration with leading corporate IP teams and law firms to address real-world IP challenges. It aims to support high-value use cases across the IP lifecycle, such as discovery, clearance, prioritization, monitoring, analysis, and decision support. Maroon S. Morad, President, Intellectual Property, Clarivate, emphasized the goal of making Clarivate's IP intelligence widely accessible. IPO also features Model Context Protocols, MCPs, an open standard enabling Global News reports that decorum during question periods in the Manitoba Legislative Building has worsened significantly, with experts calling the environment toxic and pretty abysmal. Christopher Adams, an adjunct professor at the University of Manitoba, notes that tensions, particularly between Abi Khan and Premier Wap Keen, have escalated to personal animosity. Andrew Enns of Leisure adds that this declining conduct negatively impacts the public's perception of politicians, making them seem like squabbling kids. Mary Agnes Welch of Probe Research suggests that social media, particularly platforms like TikTok and fundraising emails, may fuel this behavior as verbal punches landed in the House are capitalized on. House Speaker Tom Lindsay has banned certain words like racist and misogynist, but Duff Conisher of Democracy Watch argues this is not the right approach, stating that describing actions derogatorily is acceptable if supported by evidence. Hadi Biensharape Khan has pledged to improve his conduct, while Keen joked about lightening the mood. Experts conclude that improving decorum depends on both sides of the House taking responsibility to stop the fighting. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.